Hello, welcome back to Two Dirty Aprons.
Today we are making lemon tarts. We are going over to someone's house for dinner tonight and we thought it'd be a nice, fun, springy type dessert to bring. First step is making the dough.
Yes, we are making the dough.
We have our flour, sugar, salt, butter, and eggs. The lemons are just for
show. I don't really know why we have the lemons here yet.
Try and juggle.
No, that's okay because we only have two. Actually, I want to try juggling. We will be We're cubing the butter so we can mix it in with our flour. We are adding the flour to the bowl. So this is 1 1/3 of a cup of flour, just all-purpose white flour. And then we will add the butter in next. A spoon for a pastry cutter.
Well, we don't have a pastry cutter because we're not professional.
So we have a new tool now, and it is the potato masher.
It's actually working.
That's what we're using to make our flour butter mixture into coarse breadcrumb looking type thing for our crust. So using the potato masher, we will be mixing our flour and butter mixture together until it's resembling something along the lines of like this.
It's good.
Coarse breadcrumbs, yeah. So if you don't have a,
pastry cutter,
use a potato masher. So our next step is to take our sugar. We have 1/3 of a cup of sugar and
a pinch of salt
and 1 egg. So we'll take our egg.
Skills.
Holy.
And mix this all together.
Fertilize.
Local eggs from our next door neighbor until we get our chickens. With clean hands, you mix the dough until it all comes together.
And at first it might seem a little too dry, but just keep mixing and then it'll get better as you mix. So don't add anything to it until you're almost certain that it's too dry.
What? And what are you gonna add to it?
And then you just kind of go with what you feel. So you're gonna flour your surface before you put your dough onto it because that's just what you do when you make dough. Mm-hmm. And now you take your dough, plop it down there, and use your lovely roller and
roll it to 1/8 of an inch thick.
Okay, so now, just because we're super equipped in this kitchen,
we have our muffin tins, and we have this really good circle
that we're gonna use to somehow cut 12 circles with this.
So put it down, sharp knife, go.
Trace it around. And then continue with as much dough as you can.
And then you can reuse it and roll it out again.
You just want to push your dough right into the tin and make sure that it's all stuck in there. Once you're finished putting the dough into the muffin tin holders, you will have to freeze it for 30 minutes. Okay, so we are on the next step and we are making the tart inside, so the curd. And we have the juice of 2 lemons, we have 1/2 cup of sugar, we have 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. We'll be putting 1/4 of a tablespoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of whipping cream, and 2 tablespoons of cubed butter.
Okay.
That is good memorization.
That is good. Okay, so this gets put into a pot and we're gonna heat it up on the stove.
And you're not gonna let it boil, but you're just gonna let it get hot. So we're gonna whisk the eggs.
Okay, so now we're gonna gradually add the sugar into the whisked eggs.
And go until you don't have any more sugar left. Once we have the hot lemon juice, we're gonna put it back in the...
Whisk, whisk.
Oh, whisk.
Whiskey, whiskey, so the eggs don't cook.
Put it back in the egg mixture. So now we're adding the lemon egg mixture back into the pot, and we have to stir constantly with a wooden spoon.
Until the curd coats the back of the spoon. So you see how it's not coating at all right now? Stay tuned.
The lemon curd is coating, it's getting really thick, so we are going to take it off the heat now and add the butter and cream and vanilla into it. And then we're adding vanilla. So we're only adding 1/4 of a teaspoon, so that's 1/2. So we're only having half of that. Once these have been in the freezer for 30 minutes, we're gonna put them in the oven for another 20. And something's smoking in the oven. You're gonna ask your little assistant, okay Google, set timer for 20 minutes.
Also,
all right, 20 minutes, and that's starting now.
what's the temp?
It's at 350 bake. Once we've baked our tarts, we are gonna put the lemon curd filling into them and just spoon it in and
Try not to make a big fat mess. I'm gonna do 1 spoon per thing because I'm not sure how much extra we'll have.
so here we are with our finished tarts. They look so yummy, and they are yummy because we tried a little. Super exciting.